Question 1, topic on further logarithms. Given that 2 log of x squared plus log of root x is equal to k log x, we find the value of x. So, the first thing we need to know is laws of logarithm, which is very important, and also laws of indices. So here this can be written as logarithm of x raised to power 2 again raised to 2 plus this can be written as log of x raised to a half is equal to, this can be written as log of x raised to k. So one important thing from here we need to know is that n log of a base b is the same as logarithm of a raised to n base b, and that is the law of logarithm that we have used to rewrite this logarithmic equation. Then the next step, this can be written as logarithm of x raised to power 4. We square the powers, then plus logarithm of x raised to a half will be equal to logarithm of x raised to power k. Next step. So from here, since it is addition in logarithm, it leads to multiplication. So we have log of, now we have x raised to power 4 times x raised to power a half will be equal to logarithm of x raised to power k. From this step, using the, so log will cancel on both sides, then we shall end up having log, x raised to power 4 times x raised to power a half is equals to x raised to power k. So in the left hand side, we can, since we use the laws of indices, and in this case the base are the same, so we are going to add the powers. So this will be x raised to 4 plus a half is equals to x raised to k, which is x raised to 4 and a half is equals to x raised to k. Since the base are the same, we equate the powers, and k will be equal to 4 and a half or 4.5. So that is the value of k. Move to question 2. Topic is from formula and variation. So a variable p varies directly as t cubed and inversely as the square root of s. When t is equal to 2 and s is equal to 9, p is equal to 16. Determine the equation connecting p, t, and s. Hence find p when s is equal to 36 and t is equal to 3. So in this case, we need to know this is actually a joint variation, whereby it leads to product of the quantities. So p varies directly as t cubed and inversely as the square root of s, and inversely as the square root of s. So if we are going to introduce a constant value or an equal sign, then we shall have p will be equal to a constant value times t cubed all over square root of s, whereby k is a constant value. So we need to find the value of k, and the condition we have been given: when t is 2, then s is 9, and also p is equal to 16. So we substitute the values into this equation. So p is 16 will be equal to k times t is 2 raised to 3 all over, then s is 9 square root of 9. So this will be 16 is equal to k times 2 raised to 3, that is 8, all over square root of 9, that is 3. So k will be equal to 16 times 3 all over. In this case, we are just multiplying both sides by 3 over 8, multiplied by 3 over 8. So we shall end up getting, so 3 and 3 will cancel, 8 and 8 will cancel. Therefore, we end up getting 16 times 3 over 8. So whereby k will be equal to, by 8, 1 by 8, 2, 2 times 3, that is 6. So the value of k is 6. So the equation connecting p, t and s now will be given as p is equal to k is 6 and t cubed all over root s. The other condition given is that we find the value of p when s is 36 and t is 3, then the value of p will be, substitute into this equation, will be 6 times t is 3 raised to 3 all over square root of 36. So this will be 6 times 3 cubed, that is 27, all over square root of 36. Therefore, by 6, 1 by 6, 1, and p will be equal to 27. So that's how we do question 2. So you also need to remind yourself about partial variation, also direct variation, and the other one is inverse variation. Next, question 3, topic commercial arithmetic 2. Asia invested some money in a financial institution. The financial institution offered 6% per annum compound interest in the first year and 7% per annum in the second year. At the end of the second year, Asia has 170,130 shillings in the financial institution. Determine the amount of money Asia invested. So, from this case here, Asia invested some money in financial institution. So we don't know the amount. So we can say, let the amount be p shillings invested, whichever letter you're going to use to represent the money invested. So the amount in first year, amount after first year will be what? So we need to get the amount after first year. So it will be the principal amount that was invested, then plus that amount. Since the rate in the first year was 6%, then it will be principal amount times 6%. so which is the same as P plus this is 0.06 P. We add together, that will be 1.06 P. So that will be the amount after the first year. Then we have also been compound interest in the first year and 7% per annum. So amount after second year. So because you are at the end of the second year Asia, this is the amount you had in the financial institution. So we need also to get amount after second year. So this was the amount after first year. So amount after second year, whereby this is the annum, the rate per annum. So we shall have, okay, principal amount multiplied by 1 plus rate over 100 raised to n, because that is the second year. And in our case, P now, the amount which was in the first year, that is 1.06 P, then into bracket 1 plus the rate was 7 over 100, so that's 7% raised to 1. So this amount is actually equal to 170,130 shillings. So that is what it is. Therefore, we have 170,130 will be equal to 1.06 P. Then this 1 plus 7 over 100, this will be plus 1.07. Actually, it's multiplication. We multiply. So, next step, we are going to divide here by 1.07, divide through by 1.07. So we should end up getting, that will be 170, 130 divided by 1.07, that will be 159,000, will be equal to 1.06 P. Again, we divide both sides by 1.06, divided by 1.06. So P we shall get as, that will be 150,000. So determine the amount of money Asia invested. So P, that's actually the amount of money that Asia had invested in the financial institution. Next, question 4. The topic is from 3-dimensional geometry. So the figure below represent a wedge A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, whereby EF is 10 centimeter, then angle FBE is 45 degrees, and the angle between the planes AB, FE and ABCD is 20 degrees. Calculate the length BC, correct to 1 decimal place. So in this case, we need to know that we have been given EF. So EF is equal to AB, which is also 10 centimeter. The other thing, angle EFB, FBE is 45 degrees, and angle between the plane, this is the plane that we are talking about, and the other plane is this plane, such that this is the angle that makes the two planes. This angle, which is 20 degrees, 20 degrees. Therefore, we need to find BC. We need to find BC to 1 decimal place. The other important information is that at F, if you look at plane ABFE, at this point it is perpendicular 90 degrees. And if it is 90 degrees, then you can be able to find even this part. So BF is, so this angle is also 45. So triangle BFE is an isosceles triangle, so base angle are 45 degrees. If that is the case, then EF will be equal to BF. So also this side will be 10 centimeter. BF will be equal to 10 centimeter. If that is the case, now BF is 10 centimeter. We need to find this angle. Therefore, so this angle is 90 degrees. So this BF becomes the hypotenuse and this becomes the adjacent. So we are going to use cosine of an angle adjacent of a hypotenuse. So cosine 20 degrees will be equal to adjacent, which is BC over BF. And BF, we know it is 10 already. So cosine 20 degrees is equal to BC over 10. Therefore, BC will be equal to 10 cosine 20 degrees. Using calculator, 10 times cosine 20 is 0.9397. This will be multiplied by 10, that will be 9.397 centimeter. But the question require to 1 decimal place. So BC will be equal to 9.4 centimeter. Question 5, topic on search. We need to simplify root of square root of 54 plus 3 root 3 all over root 3. So to simplify, we are required to rationalize the denominator or eliminate it. So we rationalize the denominator. So for us to rationalize the denominator, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by the root 3 over root 3. That is square root of 54 plus 3 root 3 all over root 3. So we multiply through by root 3 over root 3. It's as if you have not changed anything, you're just multiplying by 1. But in this case, we consider the denominator part. So from here, we shall have, now I multiply through, so this will be root 54 times root 3, then 3 root 3 times root 3, we have plus, that will be 3 root 3 times root 3, all over root 3 times root 3. So here we end up root 54 times root 3 will be the same as root 162 plus root 3 times root 3 is the same as 3, then 3 times 3, that is 9, all over root 3 times root 3, root 3 is the same as 3 raised to a half times 3 raised to a half. Remember laws of indices, so we add the powers a half plus a half, which is 1. So root 3 times root 3, that is 3. Therefore, we move on. Root 162 can be written as root 81 times root 2, then plus 9 all over 3. Square root of 81, it is 9, then we have root 2 plus 9 all over 3. Then we can simplify this. This will be 9 root 3 over 3 plus 9 over 3. This is by 3, 1 by 3, 3. 3 root 3 plus 3. And that is the simplified way. Or this can be, we can factor out 3, which will be 3 to bracket root 3 plus 1. And that is it. So thank you so much. Let us meet in the other part of this particular paper. Thank you so much for your attention and cooperation.